Hi friends, thanks for joining me. So this is the DIY bow maker that I made in the last video, and I did a demo on how to do this this bow. Very simple, super easy. Anybody can make that bow, in my opinion. But we're going to do something more like this one, where it's going to wrap in the middle and we have a long tail that we can curl and do pretty things with. So there's a bunch of different ways to make bows, but these are the two that are my favorite ways. The first one that I showed you has become quickly my very favorite way because it's super easy. And so watch that last video on how to do it, or just, if you can imagine, this is just one loop of ribbon, like one loop, cut, and then do another loop, cut, and then you're just crisscrossing them in here and then putting them all together. So you're not even trying to make like a bow. Go on then, hurry up. We put Christmas bells on the door and the cat has learned how to ring the doorbell. It's so cute. Okay, so one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to cut our tail. So I'm just going to grab a big long piece. I don't know how blah blah blah. I didn't measure it. It's just a long piece. It looks like it's probably 2.5 feet long. That's going to be our tail. We can set that aside. You can do your dovetailing now, or you can do that later. And then we're going to take our whole thing of ribbon. This is the thing I got from Walmart for $4. It's only available at holiday time, like during Christmas and stuff. Oh, so here's our chenille pipe cleaner, even though this isn't chenille. It's very metallic-y plastic. And we're going to put that there, and what we're going to do is we're going to build our bow in the middle. So we'll take this first one, and we want to make sure that the middle part kind of overlaps so that this is more over on this side. You don't want this right in the middle. You want it to get pinched in there. Oops, I didn't realize that wasn't. Yeah, you don't want it to get, you want it to be able to get pinched in there so it holds. You don't want it to pinch right there at the side. So let's take our thing, let's do it more like 4 inches. Okay, so 4.5. At the 4.5 inch mark, we're going to go ahead and pinch and place it in there. So we have one side of our ribbon. And then we'll take the same thing on the other side. And then I've done this on my cutting mat, which I wish I would have set up. But if you do this on the cutting mat or on something else that has a ruler underneath it, you'll be able to see it while you're doing it. Okay, so we have 4.5 inches. Then after that we won't have to measure. So let's just get it nice and put in there. Okay. Now if you have double-sided, you're going to want, this would be a place where you would stop and twist. We don't have double-sided, so we don't need to do that. Maybe in the next video I'll do it double-sided, and then you can see. Actually, we're going to put the Santa ribbon on top there, so I'll show you then. Okay, so now since we don't have to do the measuring so much, I like to go about 3 to 4 of these loops. Okay, so now I have 4 of them. I have 2 on each side. I'm going to cut it in so that it can get grabbed in the whole thing. Okay. I wasn't planning on doing this part, but I want to show you guys how to do it if it's got, you know, a pattern on the top and then the bottom is like, you know, dull and, or, you know, you can't see the pattern at all. So we want it specifically to be able to show the shoes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one and we're going to put it under, and we're going to kind of go by that same guide, and we want to make sure that we pinch, you know, a little bit more in there, not right on the edge of that. So we'll go ahead and squish it, get it in there. And now you see, if we do that here and try to go over, it's going to turn our ribbon upside down. And that's not going to be cute no more. So we need to twist it here. And then put the other piece in there while we're holding everything down. And this is easier when you don't have a camera in front of your face. All right, and so then we twist it here. And then let's go ahead and flip this over. The Santa ribbon I got, I have no idea where I got it from. It says Darice on it, which I believe is a brand you can get at Joann's. But I must have got it at a thrift store because I wouldn't generally buy ribbon from Joann's. I love Joann's, but their ribbon is expensive. All right. So there we go. We have these two pieces, and we can add more or we can add less, but we're just going to finish this off right now. We're going to take this up into here, keeping our bow down. We're going to put the pipe cleaner, both pieces, through that loop. Okay? And then we're going to hold down both sides and pull up with this. And that's just going to give us a base, and then we can pull it out of there. Oops. That just, oh, that was that weird piece I was worried about. In the other video when I was making this, I was talking about how I was afraid it was going to get caught on something, and it did. Alright, so don't worry about this piece. It's going to get hidden in all of this. For right now, we're just going to worry about making sure this middle part is as tight as possible. Okay. So that looks pretty good. We're just going to wind, 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 wind. Wind it all the way around now. I got to get my tail of my Santa. Hold on one second. Santa ribbon cut. So cut another tail, one that matches your Santa. Okay, and then also one little piece that'll be that middle piece that we're going to use to cover up this stuff and attach those tails. Okay, so to do that, we're going to have our hot glue gun. So I'll be right back with you whenever we got that set up. Oh my gosh, you guys. I did not do a second loop on this side. So, if you find yourself in that same position, let's just undo this. I wonder if you guys caught that. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Were you like, what the heck is she doing? Alright, so basically we're just going to undo this a little bit, and oh no, there's a movie on in the background. I'm sorry. Okay, just get it back on your bow maker. Oops. Just don't do what I do, and then you'll be fine. Pay attention to what you're doing. I just get so excited sometimes, and whenever I get excited, I mess up like 100 times. Okay, so let's get that open up a little bit so that we can add our piece. And you can skip over this too if you already know what to do. It's really not that hard to figure out. we're just going to go over it one more time with the piece that fits there, making it just a little bit longer. So far sturdy. Don't feel like any of them want to break. So that's good. All right. So in that case, let's just add some cute, we'll add a couple small, we'll add one small little loop. Nope, we don't have enough to make a tail with that. Never mind. Bad idea. Okay. Now I'll come back with the glue gun. Okay, so remember that one piece that we just grabbed, a little piece, probably maybe like 4 inches long. We're going to take that and just kind of scrunch it all together in what we want to be our back. I want this dark stuff in the back to kind of highlight the back, the front. So we're going to take this and we're just going to glue it onto the back. I like to apply the glue, put that kind of on there until it starts to burn my own finger. Then I know that it's getting close. Speaking of burning my own finger, I'm not trying to show you guys gross things, but if you notice right there, I got burned by this hot glue gun because I globbed a little bit too much and then accidentally put my hand in it and then didn't realize it fast enough. Usually I catch it and it doesn't really ever hurt me, but this time I had to wear a band-aid and everything. It was so gross. Okay, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be strong enough that when you pull on it, it doesn't all come apart. Okay, then we're just going to take this, we're going to wrap it around to the bottom and set it down. Take our tails, and this is, if you didn't dovetail in the beginning, this is where you would dovetail. I've just taken both of these, folded them together, and then cut, dovetail. Now if you want to get extra professional, when you're done dovetailing, you want to take a lighter or like a, I don't know if a heat gun would be good, but I've always used a lighter. There's like the hot knife or something like that. You want to take that and seal the ends, then they won't ever come unraveled. Well, the chances of them coming unraveled are really very, very small. So you want to take them once they're dovetailed, fold them together, find that middle point, and scrunch. Okay? And then we're going to take that, we're going to put that right there. And like I said, you're not going to want to work on the table when you're not doing it in front of a camera. It's so much easier. But we're going to take it, try to get it as tight as we can, wrap around, and then kind of let it get a little loose. Oops, probably should have got that ready. So right here where it's a little loose in the back, not in the front, you want to put your pipe cleaner through, okay? And just leave it just like that. Now you can pull everything tight again. Oh wait, don't want to do that either. Then this is where you're also going to tuck in the end of it, and we're going to pull it through when it wants to cooperate. Like I said, it's really hard to do on camera. But basically you just want to get it to go through in the back. We can adjust that in a minute, but okay. And we're going to take this, we're going to kind of just fold it in, tuck it into that little spot. Make sure these are roughly in the middle. Okay, and this is where we're going to bring our glue gun in again. We're just going to kind of get in there. Okay, even right there. And then you want to let it dry. And I'll be back with you when it's dry, okay? Okay, so it's all nice and strong, sturdy in there. Now I'm going to take my wire ties and I'm going to twist them so that it's secure before I try to use it to secure it onto anything else. Now we can turn these over and let's go ahead and grab that back one, kind of pull it and pull it up, and then put your hand in it and pull the pieces apart. Okay, so that's one side. Compared to that side, it's starting to turn out pretty. So down here at the bottom with our tails, we want to kind of scrunch them and turn them inward so that their patterns face us, not the side. So do that separately, not together, Stephanie. Okay. All right, and then Floofy. So there's a piece of that, the front tail sticking through. It's not that noticeable, but you'll notice it because you made the bow and you'll be like, ah! It's annoying. But you can kind of push that piece over or not. Alright, back to it. But if you watch other people making bows, they don't even think twice about that stuff. About the little tail piece, that piece. It's just part of the bow. Okay, so now, oh my gosh, wish I could zoom out better. I didn't mean to zoom out so much that it zoomed you guys out. That's kind of a better zoom, but so there's the bow. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I wish I had a reason to use it, but I'm all done using or making wreaths this season, so I don't know, I'll probably give it away. But on this bottom you can just leave them like this, or you can put your curling iron on a really low setting and curl, and then that looks really pretty too. So I hope you guys found this helpful. I'm probably not going to do any more bow making tutorials because there's literally thousands online. So just look up, you know, bow making tutorial, and there's a bunch of different kinds that you'll learn too. So don't just watch one, watch a couple different teachers, because different teachers are going to teach you different methods and they'll give you different tips, and you get little nuggets from each different person, and it's really awesome. So all right, I hope that this was helpful for you guys. Thanks for sitting through this. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.